is Xing Yi Quan. I represent by the Greek Wushu. In one of my former videos, I did the 5 forms of Xing Yi Quan. Now, I only practice and instruct 2 styles. Tan Tui, a Northern Shaolin style, which is an external style, and Xing Yi Quan, the 5 elements form, which is an internal style. Now, the reasons for this are quite simple. The wider, thin you spread your focus, the less consistent you are. When you cultivate and work on a smaller group of things, you can build them to a far greater and more refined extent. The other reason is it's an internal and an external style. They help to balance out the person, internally and externally. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to do each form and break it down a little bit. One thing I would like to note about Xing Yi Quan. Traditionally, it's a very short-range style. It's very much close range, close quarters. It's really defined by short, explosively powerful movements. I've been reading a lot about some of the other internal styles, especially Tai Chi, and I've been thinking about the principles used in those styles. For example, the power and importance of circular movements. So you notice when I do my forms that I try to incorporate the principles of Xing Yi Quan, one of the fundamental principles being the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. What does this mean? Well, when you take a roundabout course anywhere, you use far more energy going around to get to your destination than you do if you just go straight through. So, while still keeping that in mind, I like to make short circles, whether it just be circular movement with the arm to help lead into that straight burst of energy, or whether it just be focusing on a single point, because a point in and of itself is a small circle. So, the first form is splitting fist. Doing these forms slow helps to allow you to focus on the fine points of each form. That is the first form, splitting fist. You lead in with that classic iconic fist imitating the thrust of a spear, turning slightly at the end, adding power. Then you come in splitting with the head of the spear. The next one is crushing fist. The major advantage to Xing Yi Quan, the 5 elements form, is that while you are attacking, you are also defending. Each movement is an attack and a defense in its own right. crushing fist, the goal and effect of crushing fist is barraging your opponent at a short range with several defined strikes at the center line. All attacks in Xing Yi Quan are focused on the center line of your opponent. Now you'll notice the postures I go into at the beginning of each form are the Wu Ji posture and the San Ti Shi posture. These are the cornerstone and trademark of the Five Elements form. The San Ti Shi posture, they have a saying in China that goes, 10,000 forms can come from the San Ti Shi posture. The next form is called drilling fist. I will explain why. You're defending and then drilling out with the fist in a horizontal motion, imitating the drilling of like a corkscrew or a power drill. The fourth form is called cannon fist. It imitates the loading and firing of a cannon. I will demonstrate the form for you now. This form, above all, I think, really exemplifies the fundamentals of Xing Yi Quan, Five Elements form. Those short, explosive movements. Now you'll notice, as you're firing the cannon, your other arm comes up to defend. Classic attack and defense. The last form, in the Five Elements form, is called crossing fist, among other names. The reason being, with crossing fist, it's misdirection, while also maintaining the principle of attack and defense. And as you can see, you start out striking out one direction. You follow that arm, strike out in another direction with the opposite arm. The opponent, of course, believing the strikes are going to come single direction, but instead cross over to the other side of their center line, maintaining that sense that fundamental of misdirection while attacking and defending, because that other arm can be used to block or to counter strike, because you could block with the upcoming arm instead of striking, and strike again with the primary arm that you already used to start the form. Those are the 5 forms of Xing Yi Quan 5 elements form. I've done my best to explain the principles and fundamentals behind the 5 elements form. I hope that you found this video informative, helpful. I am always wanting to hear feedback, comments, any thoughts you have to share. Please leave them in a comment on the video, or talk to me. I am always up for having a good conversation.